Hey y'all, it's your girl Need to Be Watching. I'm back with another video. Excuse my hair. My hair represents how I feel right now, and I really don't give a So anyway, it's been a lot of interesting things going on since this DEI announcement with Target, and it looks like Tabitha Brown has joined the conversation with a lot of black people basically agreeing to boycott Target along with Walmart and all the other stores. Let's get into this video and I'm gonna have some comments afterwards.
We have to have understanding and compassion for each other and not be in an emotional state, but also a smart state. Because if we start doing I'm not shopping there, and it's our businesses that are in there, that's their way that they will clean us out and replace us and say, well, your business is not performing. That's what people want. We can't give them what they want. Okay? I hope that this is making sense for somebody. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm telling you what, as a business owner, what we still need until we can get to another place, right? Don't allow foolishness to take us into separation and weed us out. As frustrating as the whole situation is, as frustrated as I am, as all of you are, we still got to be smart. Now, you can still go into those stores if you choose to and buy specific brands that you want to support and let the other things, right, not get your money.
Y'all, so Tabitha Brown did a live yesterday, and pretty much she was telling everybody, don't boycott Walmart, don't boycott Target, don't boycott these big businesses because they cancel the DEI programs. Don't boycott these places. What she proposed us do is still go in those places, but only shop specific black brands that you want to shop with and don't shop the other brands. Now, I mean, that could be a good idea as well. But I seen somebody say she got skin in the game too. And I had to sit and think about it. I'm like, I agree with that. She has products in Target. So of course, and she's a black owned brand, and we are probably, because I don't know the numbers, but we are probably her like target audience of Target, people that buy her products. So of course, if we stop going to Target, we stop shopping with Target, her sales go down, her money goes down, her profit goes down. All of this is like a chain reaction. So my thing is, she the wrong person. Maybe somebody else, it would have been received a little better if somebody else came out and actually said it. But because she particularly herself said it, and she got skin in the game. So, and it's going to affect her specifically, in her pocket specifically, if we stop going in that motherfucker. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all do. Let me know in the comments if y'all feel like that's the actual solution, or should we just boycott all, and like let me know how you feel, because no. She got skin in the game. No.
If you have a problem with what Tabitha Brown had to say about the whole Target boycott situation, something is wrong. Honestly, something is wrong with you. I watched that whole entire video, and all the people that is saying, oh, she was yelling at us to go and buy the products, she first of all talks in the same tone. Okay, it's a very calm, chill tone, and she was just giving a different perspective. In the video, she made it very clear that if somebody wants to boycott, if they don't want to shop at Target again, she understands that. But she was trying to give a different perspective of the black businesses that is already contracted to Target. I don't know if y'all didn't know, but you can't just leave something. You can't just be like, well, I'm going to take my stuff and go out and da-da. There are some brands there that don't have the money to just take their stuff off of the shelves. You got to realize there are contracts that are placed. You can't just do that. So she was saying, hey, instead of just going ahead and boycotting the whole entire Target, remember there are black businesses that have stuff on the shelves. So if you're going to go on a Target, go and buy from those black businesses. And I don't see what's wrong with that. Now, 100%, at a certain point, there needs to be like, hey, when that contract is over, we need to go into our own shops and get away from the Walmarts and the Amazons and stuff. But it's not that easy. And I don't think it's wrong for her to speak up because she is somebody that has brands there. She has her business at the Targets, the Walmarts, the Amazon. Like, that is true. I just don't understand the problem because she wasn't being like rude. She wasn't being rude. She wasn't being just like, y'all need to come and support me because I'm Tabitha Brown. It was none of that. She was just giving a different perspective, and she made it very clear that she was open to the people that weren't open to her perspective. But people are going to find any and everything to be mad at. Any and everything to be like, well, I ain't doing this because da-da-da. Just listen and hear her out. That's all y'all got to do sometimes. That's it.
Tabitha Brown said we supposed to continue to shop at Target, Walmart, and all these other companies that don't care about us, right? She said because if we don't, it will hurt her pockets. Basically what she's saying is at the back of the bus where she thinks you belong. Make that make sense. I'm a black-owned business owner. I make my own products, and I sell my products online. Our response to that, start supporting business owners that care about your money. Stop lining the pockets of those who don't.
If you're going to boycott Target, then you might as well boycott Walmart and McDonald's and Lowe's and all these other companies. And like, I get what you're saying, that these companies are just objectively worse than Target. And so the moral high ground may say that like, we need to get at Walmart first before we get at Target. I totally understand that, but I need you guys to understand Dave Ramsey, actually. Dave Ramsey popularized something called the snowball method for like getting rid of your debt. But even though there's a snowball method, there's also something called the avalanche method, which technically would be a little bit better. And don't worry, I'm gonna tie this all together. The snowball method says that you take your like lowest balance credit card and you pay that down first. The avalanche method, which arguably is the better method, is you take your credit card that has like the highest rate and you pay that down first instead. With the avalanche method, over time, you are going to like pay less money to the creditor. I would argue, though, that the snowball method works a little bit better because it capitalizes on your emotions and it capitalizes on psychology. If you pay off that lower balance, that $500 credit card, it feels so good when you pay that off that, it's motivating you to keep moving on to the next thing. Whereas with the avalanche method, it may take you so long to pay off what may potentially be a higher balance credit card with that higher rate on it. And even though it's saving more money, you're not getting like that psychological satisfaction. I don't need to be the one to tell you that people are more pissed at Target than they are at Walmart. People thought they had a friend in Target. They did. And I'm going to include myself in that. Like, I am more angry at Target than I am with Walmart because I know that Walmart is terrible. I know they're evil. They be standing on their evilness. All right, cool. Target, I know y'all was evil. And now I'm mad. People are going to be more psychologically motivated to punish Target for a perceived betrayal than there are going to be to punish Walmart. And then don't even add in the socioeconomics of it all, where Target is a higher price, and most of the time it's like middle class people who are shopping at Target, and Walmart's lower price, it's more affordable, and so for a lot of people, Walmart's the only option. That's a whole other situation. But when you guys are shaming people for wanting to boycott Target before Walmart, and you're shaming people for not being able to boycott McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and all of these other companies, it is not helpful. It is condescending, and it also doesn't even understand some of the like psychological implications of why people would be more motivated to boycott Target and not Walmart.
Black business owners with products in Target are urging us not to boycott, despite Target's decision to end its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Time and again, the power of the black dollar has been proven. These companies only respond to financial consequences, so we have to hit them where it hurts, their bottom line. If an African American with stock in the Montgomery Bus Company had asked activists not to boycott because it would hurt them financially, we might still be sitting at the back of the bus. Change requires sacrifice, but we can't pass pad Black business owners' pockets while the rest of us suffer. The federal government's decision to axe DEI initiatives did not directly impact Target, so their choice to follow suit is a clear message about the way they view minority communities. Some of these Black business owners seem more concerned with their own success and the well-being of the broader community. Why ask us to continue supporting a retailer that just sent us a clear racist message so that you can climb closer to the 1%? If Black people were truly united in how we spend our money, these companies would think twice before promoting or tolerating racism. And it's about time we hold them accountable.
Okay, so I just want to address an elephant in the room that I feel like nobody is discussing in the whole Tabitha Brown and Target conversation and like the boycotting. So Tabitha Brown is a wealthy person. A lot of the brands that they're bringing up that are in Target are not small brands. They may have were small businesses at one point and they made it to Target. Not trying to say that like that's not a good feat or anything like that. I definitely understand the logistics of everything. I totally understand, wanting to keep the spot that you've worked hard for and secure for yourself. But like, let's stop treating this conversation as if these are struggling small businesses. These are people who are bringing in millions of dollars. And I know they don't keep everything that they profit, but they're bringing in a lot of money and they're not struggling. I think it's very irresponsible to ask low and middle class people who will very likely be tangibly affected by a lot of the things that are occurring to spend their money at a place to benefit you and your comfort. Because if we're weighing the greater good of the community, what's more important, to actually make a stand and do something so that things could possibly change for some of our most vulnerable people in our community, or to keep shopping in Target so you don't come off the shelves, which I don't even like the argument that you should want to be in a place or strive or claw to be in a place that doesn't want you there anyway. Even that whole thing is a fallacy. You're saying that they're going to keep winning if we boycott, but if we keep going there, they're still profiting off of the money that we're spending there. So it's like, okay, they're winning either way. It's basically like we're playing against ourselves with no prize. Even when it comes to the people like discussing like that they would boycott, a lot of people weren't even committing to an indefinite boycott. A lot of people were just committing to boycott for the month of February. So let's keep that in mind too. So it's like, if you're boycotting for the month of February, you're telling me that you and all these other large businesses can't take a pay cut for a month while we try to at least make our voices be heard in some kind of way, which our dollar is the most important way for our voices to be heard. Not only that, but Tabitha Brown provided a course of action for us, but she said nothing that she was willing to do, all that she's just stuck and she can't do anything for a year. She didn't provide any course of action for herself, not even aspirations of a course of action that she would take. She didn't even provide anything now. You have a lot of money. You could donate to local initiatives that help people who will be affected by DEI rollbacks. You could have, came up with a way to support Target workers who are working there now, who can't quit their jobs, who are affected about this stuff. But you're just giving us an action so that you could stay in a place that there's no place for us anyway. The reason you shouldn't even want to be in a place that forces you to have this conversation. So yeah, I feel like, we're going to need Black voices. We're going to need, our own, a lot of things. But I do invite people to consider the things that are not being said when people are speaking to you about some of these issues. There are people within our group who have more privilege than others. We need to weigh the greater good. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry that, some of those brands are going to lose some money. They are available, a lot of them, at other places. Support them at other places, support them directly on their website, but you cannot selectively boycott because you're still putting money into the pockets of Target. And if I'm honest, Tabitha Brown is Tabitha Brown for Target. She's probably the worst brand to support out of all of the brands that are there. It's like, in a situation like this, everybody's going to lose something. Everybody's going to be uncomfortable, but I don't think that is fair that those of us who are going to be steamrolled, us and our neighbors are going to be steamrolled by a lot of stuff. Not saying that the people who make money are not going to be affected too, but you have a buffer. You have ways to create comfort for yourself during this time. A lot of us will not. That was so irresponsible to ask. All right, now that was her video. Now, as y'all know, I'll be in the comments. I'll be looking, glancing, and watching. And the people had mixed reviews about what she was saying. Now, I'm going to try to show some of them No, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna do all that. Just a quick video. But some of the comments were they felt like Tabitha was being selfish. They felt like she was only concerned about her pockets and not the movement within itself, with black people just being tired. You had other comments being made about them agreeing with her, how they will continue shopping there. They'll just look for the black people, the black owned products only, to still show support and solidarity to those black business owners. Now, I personally, I loved Target, but I would have to say, like, a lot of their gimmicks with the Black History Month, little showcase, not showcase, but how they used to have, like, featuring the black artists and clothing sections, and then when they did the whole Pride Month thing and so forth and so on, I just felt like it was a bit gimmicky. I always felt like it did a bit too much for me, because it just reminds you of, like, that movie Hairspray when they had Negro Night. So it just was like, okay, it's Negro Month, let's show support to the Negro. Like, that's the vibe I always got from Target. Now, when it came to their products and stuff, yeah, I used to love it, but with that alone, so I really wasn't shocked that they fell in line and kissed the ring with this whole DEI thing, because if y'all remember, they had a bit of a pushback. I think it was last year with the Pride section. Remember the people going in there and tearing up the store, mad over their Pride section. So they probably was like, you know what, we might as well just get rid of everything and just be done with it. So it's like, business people gonna do what they do. But in regards to Tabitha Brown, I personally feel like it's sad that a lot of our celebrities have yet to work together to develop, a system or a distribution, I can't think of my word, hold up, like a united alliance amongst black business owners. We have so many millionaires and people that have money, resources, connections. Why are we as a black community still not equipped to have our own stores and our own, things for us, by us, FUBU? Like, it's really sad. Dr. Claude Anderson said, I always quote this man. He said, the only thing black people know how to produce is sweat. We don't have our own stores. We don't have our own banks. They're really, I think we do have a couple banks, but they're like far in between. But our celebrities have, like, what do they contribute to the black community, so that when things like this happened back in the day, the celebrities was, okay, we got this set up, we got that set up, we're going to help our people, we made it out the hood, it's time to help the hood. Whereas now our celebrities are more on this whole individualist, if it's working for me, that's all I care about type thing. So I personally feel like, I haven't been at Target anyway. Target prices be up and down for me, but with the recent price increase, I can only imagine that they're going to up the prices on the black people product, the black owned products, because they know it's a necessity, I guess, to those of us that will usually go out there to buy it. So I know they're going to raise the price. So I kind of low-key agree with the people that felt like, not that necessarily it's selfish, but it's really giving, I'm worried about my coin, I need y'all to buy this product type energy. But let me know y'all thoughts down below. Do y'all think that black people should still support and still go to Target and just seek and find all the black products? Or should they be not necessarily encouraged, but should they just continue their boycotting and trying to figure out other ways to support their own, and create their own opportunities amongst the working class, the poorer class of black people that's trying to recreate the ability to have more, access to these things instead of going to Walmart and Target. But that's it with my little video. Let me know down below. As always, I'll be back with another one. See y'all.